Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Girl, okay, 2 observations as we start this podcast. I'm no longer doing a countdown. I'm not watching any show involved with the word countdown. You heard me. You look so... Your ring light is way better than mine. I look like I have been sick for a long time, but that's neither here nor there. I'm curious if you're going, hi Erin, to school. Are we wearing a backpack?
Hi.
What are we doing here?
First time I ever put this on, I was going to freak people out and say I had a baby Bjorn. No, this is a buzzed, a drinking purchase that I bought on Amazon. I have horrific posture. Horrific is apparently how you say it. Because I hit a massive growth spurt in 3rd grade, hence the minute nickname I was given, and my posture is horrible. I mean, my senior prom went with the boy I wanted to go with, the hottest guy, loved him so much. I was bent over, like so embarrassing in all my photos, and I had such a great outfit. Anywho, was having a few drinks like a month and a half or 2 ago and was like, my posture's so bad, I am going to buy a back brace. Well, I did on Amazon. I love it. It helps my neck. It helps my back so much.
My neck.
And,
my back.
I look crazy. Yeah, I look crazy, but I love it.
You're so dedicated. I would be the person that bought that and then never wears it again. Like wears it once and then it's like, hey, where did that thing go? Speaking of which, where that...
I want to try to wear it on the sidelines, but obviously my power went out.
Oh my God, see?
Do you guys
look at
have
the ring light?
Oh, my ring light went out.
My God.
That's crazy. I don't want you to see me like this. Hold on.
I feel like some of the dates I've ever went on where it's like that scene from Bridesmaids
nutty.
where Kristen Wiig gets up in the morning and she like puts makeup on and he's like, wow, you look so refreshed. And she's like, oh.
Oh my gosh, that is the best part with John Hamm.
John Hamm is so... Talk amongst
out.
yourselves. I have no problem talking to myself. In fact, sometimes I talk to myself and Kyle, my husband, goes, who are you talking to? And I'm like, myself. He's like, you're the only person I know that could carry on a conversation with yourself. Sometimes those are more enjoyable than with others. Oh, she's back.
She back. What were we talking about? Oh, I want to wear this on the sidelines. I could wear it under a blazer because that's where my posture is the worst. But
sorry, because I'm just trying to remind. Sometimes people are just listening. It looks like she's wearing a backpack. So there's 2 black straps. Would you mind describing for the rest of the viewers, listeners, what's happening in the back? What is it? Just
in the back?
What's going on back there?
Razorback.
A razor.
It's all back, and so it has 2. You can hear it at home. Velcro strips, and you pull it as tight as you can to really like lock the old shoulders back. I mean, it doesn't give you the best posture, but I'm like a real like neck thruster or head thruster. Like my head is just put forward. It's so bad. A lot of this is because we're on our phones all the time. I highly endorse this thing. It's one of the best sellers on Amazon,
I have what's called a tech neck. It's from looking down at my phone too much. In fact, I was on my way to go get Botox when I found out I got bumped, but that's neither here nor there. What's more important is... I'm going to just adjust my microphone here.
You're upset about your
makeup
situation.
Well,
why?
You
what
and I
happened?
were talking before we started the podcast, like we always do. And I was in the car and I was driving and I was like, I'm going to run inside the house real quick and put on mascara so I don't look like I'm death. And then I ran inside to put on semblance of makeup and I couldn't find my makeup bag. I thought to myself, being such a natural beauty, when did I put makeup on last? It was 4 days ago, which tells you a couple things. A, I'm not trying at all.
Yep.
B, I'm very forgetful because the last time I remember I had it was when I went to New Orleans earlier this week to interview your favorite individual, Demario Davis. Dream.
Oh,
what a
best.
guy.
The best.
For those of you that don't know who he is, he's a linebacker, outside linebacker, middle linebacker. He moves from the mic to the Sam like it's no problem. Anyways, so I left my makeup bag in New...
That guy's got the field covered,
Yeah, he does. A Gap? No. Left my makeup bag in New Orleans. And so it got me thinking...
It's the worst.
You travel 700 times more than I do. What's the worst thing you've ever left behind?
Well, I'm making a list right now about all the things, and my all everything Lauren is actually listening to this podcast. She could even chirp in if she wanted to. I've left, and people will just laugh at this. A bag of makeup. That shit's expensive. I mean, it's expensive. Where I am embarrassed to tell my husband how much it is to replenish. And it's not just you're like getting, and this is stuff like we, touch up our makeup. We're sometimes doing our makeup on television.
Of times.
It adds up. It adds the frick up, plus a brush. And I'm not going to lie, I've had some mascara in there for about 3 to 4 years. Not good, but I have. So you have a lot of crap in there. So I've left an entire freaking makeup bag at Gillette Stadium once, which I'm like, come on, Robert Kraft, can you please go find that? He couldn't. I've left those Tempur-Pedic pillows I can't, be without all over the country. But probably the worst thing, one of the best Christmas presents from my mom. She's really good at like funny, but really like useful Christmas present. She bought me one year a actual bra container where it was like it looked like a bra container.
Well,
where
mine would have been flat.
Pop it open.
Whoa, the microphone's working.
And you set your bras inside of it so they're not smushed down and all wrinkly and distorted. It was great. I mean, it took up most of the suitcase, not because I needed it like
girl.
that, but so I had like 3 to 4 bras in there, and I threw it in a dresser at, I forgot what hotel, and I came home like on a Monday and I was like, oh, I left my bra holder in the freaking hotel. So then I had to call and be like, hi, this is Erin Andrews. I was there with NFL on Fox. I left my purple bra holder there with my 4 bras in there. Is there any way we could work out a situation where I could send you a FedEx label and have you send it back to my house? Oh my God. But it was like the freaking makeup bag. It's expensive. Send me my bras back.
I have so many things to play off this. One, who uses the dresser in a hotel? Erin, you're unpacking your bag. You're there long enough to use the dresser?
I think I was there for like a couple of days. Something was happening, or maybe that's one trait. This is a whole other podcast. My husband, as soon as he gets to a hotel, he is like unpacking everything. So it's neat and fabulous and not in his thing. So I must have been there for a few days. Hence the 4 bras. You only need one for sleeping.
I don't even wear one half the time, and that's on TV. Also, when you have to call
third and fourth.
God, fourth and not long. Well, now they're long because we're not wearing it. But how about fourth and short? More the idea that you have to call,
and the kick is good.
The fact that when you have to call the hotel, as I just did, and Devonna from the JW Marriott in New Orleans probably doesn't want me shouting her out, but she was very friendly. Just asked me to describe the makeup bag, to which I had to say it's very heavy because there's so much shit in there. Okay, not a natural beauty. Also, for you, when you had to call the hotel and describe the bra holder is fantastic. Miss Andrews, can you go into depth about, I mean, that's just, no one needs to be doing all that. What a time. But I'm telling you, this was me. Calling, being like, they're not going to have it. I'm probably the jackass that left it on the plane in the overhead compartment.
Save the money.
So I went like this. And that moment where she says, we have it. She goes, oh, actually, we have it. I go, it's like I just won the lottery. I got back an item I should have.
Yeah, and they're also a saint.
Oh, well, yeah, they are. Who dat? Anyway, so that's my high so far of the week, being that it's only a Monday. So I don't know. We haven't introduced this yet, but I feel like we should do a high and a low of what's happened over the past few days. So that's my high, is to get this back. My low is, when I was talking to you over the weekend, I thought I was going to be able to fix this dock that I had, these like stairs. Remember we were talking up at the lake house? I was like, oh, I'm Miss Fix It. I can fix these stairs. Backing things up for the listeners. We always have a call, which Erin and I would talk anyways on a Friday, but as a group call, a production call. And so our wonderful producer, Ryan, was like, oh, what's everyone doing this weekend? I said, I'm going to fix the stairs up at the lake house. I got to the stairs and I thought to myself, maybe this isn't as easy as I thought. Look at these.
Oh my gosh. That's like the freaking stairs that led Rose down to Jack in the Titanic. Those are so long.
It is like literally there's boards missing. There's all kinds of things here. And I thought I was going to fix it. So let's just say it didn't end up happening. But I was very ambitious with my task. What did you do this weekend?
Well, hold on. With that said, how are you in a Home Depot? Because I got to be honest, there are a couple things that bring me a lot of anxiety. Fertility clinics, Home Depots. I mean, I am just like, I am so out of place here. What am I doing here? Home Depot, I just feel like the lights are very bright and it hits my eyes in a certain way. I can't tell if I'm going to pass out or if I'm just confused. I'm looking for a Windex, but I'm in the paint aisle. People, I feel like, are staring at me because they know I don't belong. I feel like my questions are, in a different language and they're looking at me and they're like, what planet are you from? I get very insecure.
So 2 things. I'm so confident in a Home Depot. I know exactly where I'm going. Because I love these projects, I'm good there. Also, you can get very inexpensive flowers, like floral arrangements at the Home Depot. I've been known a time or two to grab 2 arrangements and make my own arrangement while I'm there, to the point where the person's like, can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm doing just fine. Thank you. I also do that at a grocery store. The floral person's never working in the grocery store, ever. Anyways. Very comfortable in the Home Depot. And next time you want to go, I'll go with you. Or I'll just go for you. I love it there. And I act like a damsel in distress. I'm always like, oh, would you mind helping me? You get all.
I have a whole idea.
What?
Yeah, no, I have a whole marketing idea for Home Depot that I do with them is they make the woman feel a little bit more comfortable and less insecure in Home Depot. No one's listened to me because I used to do game day with Home Depot and no one cared. It was like, Kirk Herbstreit, what do you need? Another commercial?
Wait a minute. This is a great idea.
He deserves them all. It is. It is a great idea, especially now that I'm a homemaker. I'm making homes or something. But I'm really insecure at Home Depot. I don't like it.
Oh my God, Erin, you know how we love business ideas.
No one's listening to me.
Well, hopefully no one's listening to this podcast right now, because this is a great idea. And if you are listening, don't steal our idea.
Too.
Our idea. It just became our idea.
No.
Wait, I'm into that, because it wouldn't just be Home Depot. It could be look, not a lot of people are comfortable at the mechanic, because they think you're going to get ripped off.
The bank.
The bank. It's cryptocurrency. Wow, I like that. Okay, let's explore that more.
I love it.
What did you do this weekend?
Okay, my high and my low. My high was of this weekend was, I know you weren't interested because I talked to you last night. The NHL playoffs started. They actually started on Saturday. The Tampa Bay Lightning trying to defend their Stanley Cup title. Wow. They played the Florida Panthers last night. I mean, obviously with my husband playing in the playoffs, I have a lot of memories, not a lot of memories sober, because when someone you love is playing in those playoffs, they are so violent and fast, and the hitting. And my husband was always hitting people and shit talking, and I was having a heart attack in the stand. So I would start drinking at 11 a.m. with the guy down the street for the at the postal office. He would always have a warm tequila. For good luck, we'd do a tequila shot. Jerry, rest in peace.
Don't glaze over. Was he working at the post office?
Yeah.
So we went to drink at the post office.
But yeah.
Well, overnight delivery.
The thing is, our community was very involved with the Los Angeles Kings run. But anyways, back to the Lightning. They played the Florida Panthers last night in what people were saying was one of the best games in years. It was just fast. There was hitting. There was fans. It was fun. Lightning came out with a big goal at the end to win it. I was screaming my brains out. Jarrett was closing the doors because I was screaming very loud and very
What's
excited.
Happening over
that was the high
at the Andrew Stoll house. Yeah. I love that. Well, and the reason I don't watch hockey anymore, I'll watch hockey if it gets closer to the actual Stanley Cup finals. I'm just not as invested. When you stop dating hockey players. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, that's totally the truth. I also cared a lot when I only dated one, and let's just pretend that I didn't date any. I loved covering hockey, though, especially was there anything better during the playoffs? I remember Montreal was an 8 seed at the time. They knocked off the Capitals. Then they knocked off the number 2 seed at the time, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then it was against the Flyers. They took the Flyers to, I think, game 3 or 4, whatever the situation was. It was incredible. I loved my run. There was nothing better than the Bell Center. Are you kidding me? When the Habs were an 8 seed and they knocked off the Capitals, I was like, this is turning me on so much.
Who was the star player for the Canadiens then? Do you remember? Just to give me an idea.
The one person I dated? Not at the time. Yes, he was. He was there first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What a loser.
Okay. Got it.
But yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But also Carey Price was in goal. He was great. That was I really enjoyed my time in Montreal. I learned like one French phrase.
Montreal's fun.
Montreal. J'ai désiré champagne avec un glaçon maintenant.
Poutine.
I ordered champagne on ice now. Maintenant means now. That's all I got out of it. Okay, good.
Tyler Toffoli playing really well for Montreal right now. That'll be fun to watch them. Former Kang. My low, I'm embarrassed of this. I am, but I thought I was really cute. My husband, not so much impressed. We had a little gathering, very, very small. We're in a bubble here in our crew. Obviously for certain reasons, my husband's job, doing a little bit of celebrating, and people were feeling good. And I don't smoke. I don't even have my ears double pierced.
I know, you're such a goody two-shoe.
As Jesse Palmer calls me, I'm a square. I'm a total square. Like, I think I had my first bit I don't even know.
She wore hoop earrings and she said, I feel like a slut. And I was like, oh my God. I sleep in hoop earrings.
It was so exciting. I got 2 chains and I feel like 2 chains a rapper. Like I couldn't feel cooler, So anyways, we, a couple of us, were enjoying the night, and somebody brought out I'm just such a loser, I'll say it, a European cigarette. And I was like, I want to try a European cigarette. I don't smoke. My husband is like, you're not going to have anything but I just get so excited and I just want to do what all the cool kids are doing, because I wasn't a cool kid. I was back in the day in high school, like watching the Celtics get beat because they sucked then. Larry Bird was gone and Michael Jordan was the man. And I was like, whatever, the Celtics, all the championships. So whatever, the cool kids brought out a European cigarette. And I was like, I want a European cigarette. It was long and it was skinny and it looked sexy. And one of my girlfriends was like, here, babe, you try it. And she got me one and I took one puff and I was like, babe, look, I got a European cigarette. I took one puffed the Magic Dragon, and I had a sore throat.
She's literally the definition, and she won't even know what this means because she's a better person than I am. Puff, puff, pass was literally what Erin was doing. She took one puff and passed that thing over. But you're not supposed to do that with her.
No, because of COVID. I asked for like one, even though our whole group is in a bubble and we've been vaccinated. But like I was just like, no one's touched this, right?
God, you're the best. She's like not a rule breaker. This is why we're friends. No. You'll get me out of jail.
Bottom line, kids, don't smoke. It's so bad for you. I would never date a smoker. I would never be a smoker. All of you that are smoking, please stop. It's bad for you. But apparently at that moment, I was like, I want to try a European cigarette. I've done a lot. By the way, my sister did smoke when she was in 3rd grade.
What?
And I couldn't wait to tell her.
Oh my God. I can't wait to call her during the
And my dad was like, if I catch you doing it again, I'll make you smoke the whole pack.
Kendra was smoking in 3rd grade. Kendra, by the way, anyone who doesn't know Erins' sister, is truly described by Erin, the angel on the shoulder, and Erin is the devil on the shoulder in terms of who they are in personality. But you have both angel and devil in you. We know.
My sister is the kindest soul and the nicest person. People like walk over my body to like get to my sister and be embraced by her. I get it. She's wonderful. But, and we got along growing up as kids. We did. We're 3-4 years apart. Our family is super, super close. I know we've talked about it. We're like the Griswolds. And I think that's one reason why I was a square growing up is we talked about everything as a family. We still do. I was just on a call before I talked to you on the phone with the 3 of them, breaking life down, cracking each other up. Now it's fun. My dad always says like the best thing he does with his girls is drink with his girls. Like, at the end of it usually turns into us crying, especially when we gave my dad an edible one Christmas. That was fun. Anyways, oh yeah. But
Steve?
So Steve, we were very, very close. We are very, very close. And we were close growing up. And it wasn't anything competitive. But I was a little bit of a tattletale smidge. And Ken was spending the night at one of her girlfriend's house when she was in 3rd grade. And she came home and she said, I smoked. Like, I think she probably didn't even inhale, waiting to exhale.
Great soundtrack.
And she said, I smoked a cigarette. And I ran. I couldn't even like get one foot out of the door before she told me. I ran and told my parents. I'm like, Kendra smoked. Kendra smoked. And my parents got so mad. It's something to this day as a family. Kendra's like, Jesus, like I told you. And my dad, he said to both of us, no, I can't.
Yes, you can't do it. Yep.
I can tell this story. My dad did say, like, if I ever see you guys doing it, I'm not going to get mad at you, but I'm going to make you finish the whole pack in front of me. Do you know my parents, and we were talking in the break about, spanking, and listen, I deserved a good swat every now and then, a spanking. I was a sass master. Like, I still am now. Like, my parents, God love them. Mom, I am so sorry for all I've done. I feel terrible. But do you want to know a move by my parents?
Please.
A move. Whenever they just reached their just end of the road with us, couldn't handle it. You know what? Get in the car. We're dropping your sister off at the kid jail. My parents would drive us to juvenile detention. Yes. And one of us would be like, Dad, no, don't take her. Like Ken, one time again, not with Ken, but she was using my mom's earrings for her Barbie dolls, and putting them under her bed, not stealing, but just being listen, these are cute earrings. And not asking my mom. And my mom's like, you do it one more time, we're going to send you to jail. My dad loaded us up in the car. They found the earrings under the bed. We are screaming. And do you want to know the one thing that freaked us out about we called it kids jail or something? Not that you had to be away from your parents forever and you were in jail, is that there was a bathroom in the middle of the cell and you had to use the bathroom in front of everyone.
God. No! This is an amazing tactic and a deterrent to have, for bad punishment. I just got spanked. I mean, Scotty, what a guy, this guy, he was all about discipline. But you do what you got to do. And it wasn't crazy. But I remember one Halloween, I was fighting with my older brother and my dad went to go for a run. And before he left to go for a run, he was like, if I come back and you guys are still fighting, you're going to get it. Famous last words. All of a sudden, we didn't know he was already back and we were still fighting. It was Halloween. I'll never forget this. I was wearing a clown costume. I think I was 7 or something. And he's like, that's it. And so I get a spanking and I pee my pants because it hurts so bad.
How old are you?
Maybe or something.
Oh, okay.
And I'm I was 24. I was saying, and I pee through the Halloween costume. And I'm like, but now what am I going to be for Halloween? And he goes, go upstairs and put on some pajamas. And I was like, oh, and I come back downstairs and I was like, but what am I going to say I am for Halloween? And he said, in trouble. So I would ring the doorbell. And when someone's like, oh, you're so cute. What are you for Halloween? I said, in trouble. To every door I went to, I had to say in trouble. Yep.
And they probably loved you.
Well, Scotty did not love me at the moment. But hey, I don't blame him. As a parent, you reach your limit and you're like, that's enough. I'm not into this Johnny gets 10 timeouts thing. You get one warning and then you're going to get disciplined. Of course, within reason, everything, whatever. But hey, maybe I'll use the kid jail thing.
It scared the crap out of us. And when we were like, yeah, you're going to jail, then when we'd actually have to be loaded up in the car, it was like, Dad, don't take her. Please don't. In high school, I was Mouthy McGee, awful times. I feel bad for what I put my mom through with my mouth. McGee. I was a good kid in terms of obeying the rules, but just really a sass master. And I was in a fight with my mom and my dad came home to kind of clear up the issues after work. And he was sticking up for my mother, which he very well should. I get it. And I'm on her side, not yours. And that didn't sit well with me. And I remember he left my room and I said the F word to him and he heard me. And I just got a little knock on the door and I was like, yeah. And he was like, I'm taking your car away. And I was like, all right,
he didn't
I don't care. And he goes, and not only am I taking your car away, you're not going to watch the NBA playoffs. And I was obsessed with Charles Barkley. He was my guy. The Phoenix Suns were playing the Bulls. The series was good. I was like, Charles is finally going to, play in a championship. He's going to win a ring. This is amazing. And my dad freaking knew where to hit me. He's like, you're not going to watch the NBA finals. So what I did was when the game where John Paxson hit the shot, I was in my dad's car listening to it in the garage.
No, you did not.
On AM radio.
Erin Andrews.
I had
That's
to
very
listen.
Resourceful. Because when you think about it, kids kids could go on their computer or listen on their phone. We couldn't do anything. We didn't have, oh my God, he did. Steve knew where to hit you. Not spanking.
He did. Stephen Ralph
Andrews.
Oh
my gosh. Did you get in trouble? You didn't get in trouble then. I mean, just aside from being sassy. You did?
I didn't get in trouble for like disobeying. I didn't date. Well, I guess I dated guys, but like I hung out with boys. I didn't hang out with girls. I was at dance competitions over the weekend. I mean, the only thing I would do was like hang out with my guy friends and watch like the Bulls and the Celtics. Like I wasn't doing anything bad. I wasn't drinking in high school. We now know I wasn't smoking. So I didn't do anything. And that's one thing I will say as my parents, we were so busy with dance, and I know we made them run around like crazy animals, like driving us around, but we didn't want to screw up because then we'd get dance.
Yeah, I wasn't
away.
a bad kid. I think maybe like drank like once in high school. Like it wasn't like whatever. I do remember though, I skipped school early. My high school boyfriend and I went back to my house making out. Because because I knew that my dad was golfing, my mom was working, and so I was like, "Oh, we can go back, and no one's at my house." I was like a senior, Jake Ryan,
Jake, he's a senior.
Jake's my boy. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about 16 Candles. So we were making out on the whole thing. Maybe there was a removal of a shirt. Maybe. All of a sudden.
Whoa, Charissa.
Yeah, all of a sudden, my bedroom door swings open. Scott Thompson catches us home from golf early. This guy's a scratch golfer, okay? There was no bogeys. There was no double bogeys happening here. That round went real quick. Home, grabs the guy by the neck, pushes him gently down the stairs. Takes all the clothes that were on the throws them over
your clothes.
Hey, Erin, I don't know, allegedly, over the railing, and then calls because here's the kicker: this boy, his older sister, was dating my older brother. Real incestuous when you really think about it. The whole family's intertwined here. So he calls their parents and tells them exactly what happened, and then he had to call and apologize to my parents. Yeah, I wonder what Jared Morrell's doing now. I'm still friends with him. Yeah.
My kids will never have to deal with that because Jarrett loves an extra 9 holes. So kids, go ahead. It's never the normal amount of golf time with Jarrett. Hey, babe, I'm going to stay for an extra 9 holes, which turns into another how many ever. Whatever. You do the math.
So good. What a time, huh?
Hey, we have a game coming up, right?
Oh, yeah. We love
that we're going to play here coming up.
So Erin and I are very competitive, not with each other, but we're just competitive in general. So our producer, Ryan, said, why don't you guys like play a game or whatever? So we are going to play 2 truths and a lie. If you guys have never played this, it's going to be fun for all. 2 things I need to note here for those of you watching Calm Down Podcast. Erin has moved over to earpods because one fun fact, and I've known Erin for a long time. Excuse me. God, I'm verklempt talking about it. I get emotional. I didn't know that you had ear surgery. So part of the byproduct of ear surgery was your ears hurt. So we've moved over to an earpod, right? AirPod? Is that or AirPod for those of you that those
AirPod.
Two. And before we jump back on here, you got a pen out to take notes because we're about to play a game, and that's how prepared you are. You have to take notes on a game? What's going on here?
There's a lot of thoughts in my head, and I have to like write it out if I think like things are whatever, a truth or a lie. By the way, so much to square. This is the first time I'm playing.
Oh my God.
This game.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Part of the reason why we wanted to start this podcast is because we have so many things we want to talk about. And clearly we are learning about each other. So this edition of Get to Know Your Co-Host will be through the game 2 Truths and a Lie. So this is a game, Erin clearly is playing it for the first time, but you play kind of when you're younger, and it's a way to like reveal things about yourself. I played this game as a way to get my first kiss with Kai Schottleman in 6th grade.
Whoa.
You say like, oh, this, and I want to kiss Kai. And then they were like, that's the truth, whatever. So for those of you that haven't played, it's really fun. It's a good way to get to know somebody or make out with boys. So here's what we're going to do. I'll start off first. I will give you 2 truths and 1 lie, and you have to determine what the lie is. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, first up.
Start the music.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to 2 Truths and a Lie. We're your hosts, Charissa and Erin. Charissa, go ahead.
Thank you, Kurt, for that music. First up, I went to 3 schools at one time. I was the president of my elementary school, and my college degree is in communications. Which one of these things, Erin, is a lie?
I felt like you cut off. Can you tell me what number
I
2
sure can.
was?
I was president of my elementary school.
I think 3 is a lie.
That my degree was in communications. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right. Good job. My degree was in law and society, a very random degree from the University of Santa Barbara, because the communications program was lame. Good job. All right, you're up.
Thanks. Okay, here we come. I stayed in the Disney castle in the Dream Suite. I've never been to Paris, and I've been on the Disney cruise.
You've never been to Paris.
You bitch. Yep, that's right. Oh, wait. No, I have never been to Paris. I've never stayed in the Dream Suite at the Disney castle.
Wait, time out. So you've never stayed in the Dream Suite?
Truth. I've never been to Paris. I've never been to Paris.
So the lie was that you've never stayed in the Dream Suite. What?
Yeah.
You got engaged at...
I've never been.
You got engaged at Disneyland. I could have sworn that your engagement was commenced, or whatever we call it, at the Dream Suite.
Celebrated? Yeah. No, I think I passed out because we drank so much. No, I didn't go to Cinderella's castle. I've never stayed in Cinderella's castle. Disney, if you're listening, I'd love to.
Oh my God, there's a first time for everything. Okay. All right. Well, darn it, you're winning. 1-0. All right. Next up, remember 2 truths and 1 lie. Which one of these things is a lie? I worked at a tanning salon and found out that it was a front for illegal activities. My first job in sports was working in hair and makeup, and I owned a coffee stand.
I'm going to say 2. Hair and makeup is a lie.
That's right. Yeah. Good job, kid. My first job in sports was in the human resources department. So you are on the board, Erin Andrews, for 2 points. My turn.
Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we come. Truth and a lie. I have a fear of public speaking. I have a fear of birds. I have a fear of heights.
Shit. Well, I really hope it's not public speaking, given your profession. I'm trying to think if I've known you to go skydiving or something. So if you've done that, you haven't done that. Why do I want to say birds? I feel like you would not want them flying at your face or something. Okay, I'm going to go with that. You have a fear of birds. No.
What? I can't hear.
What'd
What'd
you
you
fear
say?
of birds? That's right.
No, the lie is
the lie that you
wait.
I think I fucked that up.
Okay, so what do you think is not true?
I don't think you have a fear of heights. Or no, I don't think that you have a fear of public speaking. Shit, I messed it up.
What do you want to do? What's the lie?
Is that
okay, I'll read
the
it
lie
to you
is
again.
that you don't have a fear of public speaking, because I mean I would hope not.
You're wrong. I have a fear of public speaking.
Erin Andrews.
Mm-hmm. I can talk into a camera. I can do reports, but I have a fear of speaking in front of people.
Whoa. Seriously?
Yep.
Now that is really, even though I messed up that whole way, I was like, that. There's no way that to me would have been a truth. I mean, a lie. Fucking A.
She true. I better work on it. I have a couple of speeches I have to give this year.
Why does that scare you?
I don't know. Something happened over the last couple years. I used to be really, really good at it. And then something happened where I had to give a speech and I completely blanked out and couldn't breathe. And I don't know if that was around the time of like my trial and the stalker situation. I'm not sure if it's a PTSD, but I got a couple months to figure this out before I give a couple big speeches in front of people. And I know like I break out into hives. Like I can do this. I can do a Super Bowl in front of 100 million people watching, which I've done, and I'm freaking fine. But I am in a closed room Like I freaking panic and I can't breathe. It's crazy. But I can do a Q&A. Like if someone else is like interviewing me, I can do a Q&A. I just can't give a speech.
Wow. Well, you're doing a great job at faking it because I would have clearly never known that. I am in awe that you can have the audience of a Super Bowl. But okay, well, next time you have to do a speech, I'll go with you. Okay.
Well, that'll make it worse because it's more people there. I need less people.
All right, fair enough. All right, your turn.
Okay, no, you're reading to me,
God,
right?
Charissa, fucking A. I'm not even drinking. All right. Well,
no, this is hard.
Clearly for me. All right. Next up, 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
I've gone bungee jumping. I am afraid of heights, and I've been skydiving. Which one of these is a lie?
You've been bungee jumping.
God, you're good at this.
I knew you in skydiving. I see the promo all the time.
That's from Tony's Instagram account. That's 3. You've gotten all 3 right. Oh, God, you're good. All right, let me see if I can.
No one knows you like me, girl.
Seriously, let me see if I can redeem my. I should have played this.
You're nuts if you don't get this.
Okay, fuck. Okay, shit.
Okay, here's the lie. Well, tell me which one's the lie. Okay, here we come. Yep. Ready? My nickname was Minute. I took a puck to the face while covering the NHL, and I passed out after I got my ears pierced.
Okay. Well, you did. But you did pass out after you got your ear surgery, and you took a puck to the face, and the first one was what again?
My nickname was Minute.
Yeah, all of those are true. So what's the lie? Shit. Did you say after you got your ears pierced?
I said I passed out after I got my ears pierced.
Oh, that's a lie. See, you're trying to trick me now. You're getting tricky because it's after you did your ear surgery, not ear piercing. You're getting real tricky on me. That's the lie. That's the lie.
Music.
Wait, what do you mean?
I didn't take the puck to the face. He swatted it away with his hand.
Damn it. You're trying to trick me.
Remember, this isn't a face for this isn't a face for radio.
This is really this is hard because you're trying to fool me. You passed out after you got your ears pierced too?
Yeah, Claire's.
Oh my God, so many times you passed out with the ears.
I know, and public speaking.
I've only gotten one right.
I know. All right, what do you have for me? Let's go. You're got to keep this streak going.
Win. I'm going down to the tough one. Okay, here we go. Which one of these is a lie? I broke my foot playing a fake soccer game. I was trapped at the Mexican border and ended up in an ambulance. I was trapped at the Canadian border and ended up in an ambulance.
The lie is the Mexican border.
Finally, I stumped her. That's where I was, trapped at the Mexican border.
Why?
I thought you'd never ask. Well, my friend Amber, when I was living in San Diego, and I went down to Papa's and Beer in Rosarito over the border because we were 19 and you could drink over the border. And I borrowed my friend, the tanning salon manager. I borrowed her car and we drove across the border because I didn't want to take my car. And then we drank way too much. And I was being responsible. I was like, I can't drive. So I parked my car, but I didn't realize I parked my car in the middle of the line for the border patrol because I was like, I can't be driving. So the car was then towed and we were put in the back of an ambulance, and we woke up in the morning and we were wearing these like matching EMT sweatshirts because they were so nice and took care of us. And I didn't have a license. I didn't know where that was. Didn't have a credit card. Didn't have anything with my identification to get me over the border. And this really nice guy that was working as a volunteer at EMT put us in the back of the Saturn SL2, which was the car that was impounded from my friend Angie. And he drove us across the border and then negotiated for us to get across the border. And we made it to the other side. And I said, well, we're never going there again.
This sounds like when Alexis tells David, no, David, we made friends with the EMT. I woke up in his sweatshirt, and then we got the car that was impounded and came home before anyone noticed.
Exactly. It's a write-off. Write-off, I tell you.
Oh my God. What a story. And there's your soundbite for IG. God. All right. Which one's the lie? I'm having so much fun. Here we go.
Wait, hold on. For those of you keeping track at home, you've gotten 3 right and 1 wrong, and I've only gotten 1 right and 2 wrong. Okay. Next up.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Which is the lie? I've never seen the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory movie. I was offered a Division I scholarship to play basketball, but I turned it down. And I lived in San Antonio, Tejas.
Whoa, again, you're trying to get tricky. I know you did not play basketball, but I didn't know that you lived in San Antonio. So I'm going to go, the lie is the Division I scholarship. Oh, finally.
She's coming back, guys. She's coming back. Score 3-2.
I was going to say, if you had some closet NBA career I didn't know, NCAA career I didn't know about,
I know. Give me a break. That was a horrible lie, Ryan. I love you so much, but that bee knows I can't dribble to save my life.
Well, finally, you tried not to trick me. Whew. Yikes. Okay.
All right.
Ta. Moving right along. This is a fun one. All right. I took singing lessons in college. I won a karaoke contest, and I can play the piano. Which one of these is a lie?
Taking singing lessons in college.
You're so good at this. Fuck.
You.
How'd you
4-2 if you're counting at home. 4-2, like the Lightning score.
Gosh. Willis keeps looking at me.
All right, here we come.
Keep pounding the table. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Which one is the lie? I wanted to be a marine biologist. Everywhere I travel, I bring a full-size Tempur-Pedic pillow with me. I've taken multiple cooking classes, but I still can't cook.
I know you're trying to cook. I know the Tempur-Pedic story, so it's the marine biologist is the lie. What's the actual... You wanted to be a marine biologist?
Like so
Erin,
badly. I wanted to work at SeaWorld. I wanted,
you know what,
forever. And then my dad did a huge investigative story on SeaWorld. We found out it was terrible, but like being a marine biologist was my life.
You know what I'm learning here is that you don't tell me anything about you. Nothing. I thought you always wanted to be a sports reporter.
First was marine biologist.
Left out SeaWorld employee. God.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Whale trainer.
God.
4-2.
You're 5-2 now.
No, I think it's still 4.
Whatever. It's a
4-2.
lot to a little. God damn it.
Okay. What's your lie?
You're going to get this one. I tell you everything about myself. It's really what it comes down to. Okay. I have a tattoo of my dog's initials. I have a tattoo of my dad's initials. My nickname was Tank. What's the lie?
You know what? I may not get it.
There's a first.
You don't have Scott's initials.
You're right.
Why don't you?
Because I'm in trouble. I don't know. That could be my next tattoo, you know? I don't know. Erin, you're so good at this. I hate losing.
So the score is 5-2 for those counting. I mean, I could say I've already won. But how about we double your chances here?
I love doubling down.
Well, triple. We'll have to triple for you to do this, right? Part of for you to pull out the victory
crown anymore. Whoa. Okay. Too soon.
Okay. Here we come. Which is the lie for all the money?
Okay.
Here we come. I have 2 tattoos I've never told you about. I'm double jointed in my elbows, and I can't play the piano.
You don't have any tattoos, so that's the lie.
You're the fucking winner. I don't even have my ears double pierced. I'm not getting a tattoo. Are you crazy? What would
I
my
have
mom
so many
say?
tattoos I shouldn't have gotten. I've gotten so lazy with getting tattoos removed. This is 3 boyfriends, so I just put an X through the last one. Oh my.
Hey, it looks good.
Oh my gosh, I love winning, especially when I fucked up the game at the beginning. Erin, this is so exciting. Thank you for being a good friend and letting me win. So, because I did not deserve to win. And you need to tell me more about you. Oh my God. Marine biologist. Wow. Who knew?
My dad did the very first story on Blackfish on Tattletale, the killer whale that started Blackfish. My dad did the first one. And he won a major award for it. And our whole family went from going to SeaWorld every weekend to hating it and then going to Seattle to see your hometown to see them in the wild.
Well, I get why you pivoted from that. So shout out again to Steve for his investigative reporting. I mean, you guys don't have enough room in your house for all the Emmys going on over there, and rightfully so.
Clark Griswold.
All right. Well, this was fun.
We got to give a social plug, by the way. If you want to learn more about me, Charissa, you can go to our IG on the Calm Down Podcast. Or is it Calm Down Podcast? Hold on. Let me know. Let me look. It is at Calm Down Podcast. Our stuff's been great. I gave everybody a whole tutorial on Howie wanting DINNER earlier than he should. And he sits there and stares at us. Creeper.
Creeper. Yeah, but see, this is again why you're a better mother than I am, because your dog has a set time. Look at this guy over here. He has no idea when he's going to get food, so he just hangs around and hoping he's going to get some. Look at him poking his head up. Huh, Willis?
Look. I was trying to show mine. He's on the couch, but I'll probably knock everything up.
The babies.
Anywho,
this was fun. A lot of fun. I can't wait to tune into our podcast next week to learn anything about you. You know, is your name Erin? We'll find out next week. Thanks for listening. Bye, everyone.
It is. I'm going to put my teeth back in.
Retainer.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.